Hello children, welcome to another session of Geography Class 10 Transportation. In our previous sessions, we have completed the chapter on transportation and I had given you assignment, the board questions. In this session, we are going to discuss these questions. I suppose many of you must have not got the answers to some of these questions, so I want to discuss the questions with you and be ready with your paper and pencil to note down the answers for all the questions so that you can do it in your fair registers. Okay, so let's get started. Our first question, which came in the year 2011, the question says, why is road transport favored in the northern plains of India? And the answer to this question, now children, I have referred to other books also. Not all answers are in the book. So I am giving you answers after referring other books also. Okay, the first question, why road transport is favored in the northern plains of India. For this, the answer is that, please note down. Number 1, the availability of vast level land which reduces the cost of construction. Second, the region has high density of population and rich agricultural resources. And third, large-scale urbanization has led to high passenger and freight traffic. Okay children, you got the answer for 3 points. Availability of vast level land. Second, region of high density of population and rich agricultural resources. Third, large-scale urbanization has led to high passenger and freight traffic. Okay, we come to the next question now. The next question says, give reasons to explain the lack of rail transport in northern India. Children, please see that it will be northeast India and not northern India. There is no lack of rail transport in northern India. Instead, there is lack of rail transport in northeast India. So, please make this change in your question. This question came in the year 2011. Okay, now the answer to this question, why there is lack of rail transport in northeast India, is, please note down. Number 1, rugged topography. Number 2, lack of mineral and agricultural resources. Number 3, low density of population. So children, these are the 3 reasons due to which there is lack of rail transport in northeast India. Okay. Now we come to the next question, and our next question says, name the following, and they are asking an important inland waterway of northeast India, and an important waterway of northeast India is the National Waterways number 2, that is between the river Brahmaputra, between Sadhya and Dhubri. Please note down children. National Waterway 2 is the second, it is situated on the river Brahmaputra and it is between the places Dhubri and Sadhya. Sadya, Sadhya and Dhubri. Dubri. Okay. Next one is the question, one expressway with its terminal cities, and you can name any expressways with its terminal city, like you can name the expressway of Mumbai-Pune Expressway, and the two terminal cities will be Mumbai and Pune. Or in the other case, you can name the Yamuna Expressway, and the two terminal cities will be Noida and Agra. Likewise, you can name any other also and their terminal cities. Okay, next we come to the question. A major port which is not located on the sea coast and is at a distance of 128 kilometers from the coast along the banks of the river. Now this question is based on the port. Now though it came in the year 2011, now the council has said that they will not give any questions based on the port, because it is not there in the scope of the study. So earlier we were doing the ports, now onwards we are not doing the ports. So you can leave this question safely. Next we come to the D part, and it says mention two advantages and one disadvantage of the air transport, and mention two advantages and one disadvantage of the air transport. Very easy, given in your book also. For the air transport, what can be the advantages? Advantages of the air transport is that it is the fastest mode of transport and can carry goods over long distance. Then second advantage is that it provides a comfortable, efficient and quick transport service. About the disadvantage of the airways, the most common ones, which is written by most of the students, that it is regarded as the costliest mode of transport. So you can mention that. Okay. Next we come to question number 2, and question number 2A says, why has the importance of inland waterways declined? Give 2 reasons. Why has inland waterways declined? And you must give 2 reasons, and for this I will want you to refer to your book, and inland under inland waterways it is mentioned. Please check out inland waterways. And disadvantages of what? Under disadvantages of waterways, I have an old book. It's page number 254. Please check out in your book the last page. Now you will not be mentioning that it depends on weather conditions. Please cross that point. I don't want that point. Instead, you can write that it needs long traveling hours, which causes seasickness. Or you can just leave seasickness, because we are only dealing with inland waterways. It needs long traveling hours compared to other modes of transport. Second point is that water transport is limited to areas where the rivers are navigable. So these 2 points are important. Why there is a decline in the inland waterways. Now the next 2B, name 2 areas where helicopter services may be used, and again we come back to the airways, and in your place where Pawan Hans is mentioned, you write that the airways can be 2 major areas where it can be used. The airways can be, or this is where the helicopter services can be used. And firstly, the areas which are hilly and inaccessible areas, there the helicopter services can be used. Secondly, the oil sector in offshore exploration, there also the helicopter services can be used. So please note down these 2 points where the helicopter services may be used. Okay. Next, we come to the next question and mention 3 problems being faced by the Indian Railways. And for this, children, please note down, I am referring from another book. So, please note down why is the problems which is faced by the railways. Number 1, please note down. Changing policies and delay in implementing the decisions taken by the central government affect the efficient running of the railways. I'm repeating myself. Changing policies and delay in implementing the decisions taken by the central government affect the efficient running of the railways. Second one is the obsolete machinery, tracks, equipment are cause of major accidents which affect the efficiency over a long period of time. This also affects the traffic as people lose faith in the system. Third, electrification of railways have resulted in heavy increase in the consumption of electricity and increased tariff rates. Railways also consume a lot of diesel. The increase in prices adversely affect the finances of the railway department. So these are the problems which are faced by the Indian Railway, and in this we will not write the disadvantages of the railways. Okay, so we are here mentioning the problems faced by the Indian Railways. I am sure you have noted down the answer because the answer is from a different book. Okay, now what is the golden quadrilateral? Very well given in your book. In my book, it's page number, I'll just tell you, it's page number 240. Just find out from your book. Now, golden quadrilateral, it is the largest express highway project in India. It connects India's 4 largest metropolitan cities, Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata and Chennai, and thus forms a quadrilateral of sorts. Till here, it's okay. You can mention this. What does the golden quadrilateral mean? Second, the economic benefits, I suppose they are asking. Mention any two ways in which it help in the economic development of the country, and for that it is very well given in your book that the highway interconnects major cities and ports, provides impetus to truck transport throughout India, enables the industrial growth of all small towns through which it passes, and it provides vast opportunities for transport agricultural produce from the hinterland to the major cities and ports for export. So any 2 points can be mentioned. Okay, we come to the next question, and the next question says, one disadvantage of air transport. Why is it still popular means of transportation in Northeast India? So one disadvantage of air transport, which everyone very common, that it's very costly and not many can afford it. But still it is popular means of transport in Northeast India. Now Northeast India is a hilly region and it has a rugged topography where the roads and railway lines cannot be made. So here air transport is still a popular means of transportation. I hope you are getting the answers right, children. Okay, now B, next question. Give 2 reasons why peninsular rivers are not ideal for navigation. Give 2 reasons why peninsular rivers are not ideal for navigation. This came in the year 2013. Now, peninsular rivers are not ideal for navigation. It's given on page 251 in your book. Please turn to 251. I don't know, I have this old book, so it's given here. And on the left hand side, the first paragraph, the peninsular rivers are not ideal because, number 1, these rivers are seasonal and they are rain-fed. Second, these rivers are comparatively shorter than the rivers of the northern India. Third, these rivers are marked by a number of waterfalls. I hope you are getting this. There are 3 points given and these 3 points are important. Okay, we come to the next question, and again there is a question on the port. Name a port on the east coast which is often hit by the cyclones during the month of October and November. So again, this port question is not in your syllabus. Otherwise, it's given. The answer is also given. That is, the Chennai port can be written due to retreating monsoon. Okay. Next, we come to question number 4, and it is said, why is road transport in India considered more useful than rail transport? Road transport is considered more useful than rail transport. So we can see the advantages of road transport and find out the answers ourselves. So turn to page, and for the advantages of road transport, we can say that the roads can reach every village and hamlet. Then construction of roads are much lower than the railway lines. Then roads can be also constructed in areas with difficult terrain where railway lines do not exist. And roads offer door-to-door service. So any of the points you can mention. Why what is the question? The why is the roads more important than other means of transportation. Okay. Next question we come to is, mention again here. Mention one advantage and one disadvantage of inland waterway. For one advantage of inland waterway, you can say that it is eco-friendly. Then it can carry a lot of weight. It can carry a lot of your cargo. And for the disadvantage, which most of you write, is that it is very slow and can only reach those areas where the waterway is leading to. Not all places it is accessible. Okay. Next question we come to, and here children, these are based on waste accumulation, not earlier. These 2 chapters were clubbed together, that is why it is mentioned. So you please leave this for now. Acid rain is also based on waste management. We come to the 5th question, 5th A. Okay. Why is the railways an important means of transport as compared to airways? Why is the railways an important means of transport as compared to airways? Again here, the advantages of railways in comparison to the airways has been asked. So the railways, why it is more important than the airways? Firstly, it is cheap. It is not as costly as the airways. And secondly, that we can carry as much goods or luggage as we want, whereas in the airways we have to carry a limited amount of goods or your luggage because we have to pay extra for it. So this way it is always preferred. Railways are always preferred. They are cheap. The common man can afford it than the airways. Okay, we come to the next question, and our next question is, state an important difference. No, I'm sorry. It is state one economic benefit of the Golden Quadrilateral project. I think we have discussed this earlier. We come to the next one, an important difference between the expressway and the highway? Yes, this is an important question. State one important difference between the expressway and the highway, which came in the year 2015. Children, please note down the answer. Now, highways are long metal road maintained by the Central Public Works Department or State Public Works Department, whereas the expressways are 6 to 8 laned cemented roads maintained by the National Highway Authority of India. It is 6 to 8 laned cemented roads maintained by National Highway Authority of India. Is that clear? And it has many other things which the highways do not have, many other facilities. If you want, you can mention those facilities also. Okay. Next question is, name the first expressway constructed in the country, and it is given on page 242 in your book. I said I have an old book. Please refer to your book. In my book, you can find in an old edition, and you will find it in with the page number 242. And it is the Ahmedabad-Vadodara Expressway, which was the first expressway. It was the 4-lane expressway opened in the year 2001. So I consider this to be the first one, which was opened, first expressway opened between Ahmedabad and Vadodara. Okay, now state a reason why the northern rivers are more suitable for navigation than the Deccan rivers. Now the northern rivers are more suitable for navigation than the Deccan rivers. Firstly, because the northern rivers are snow-fed, they are perennial in nature, they are rain-fed also, they have water throughout the season, throughout the year they have water in them. Secondly, that is a plain region where the river flows is the fertile plains. The topography is absolutely flat, easy to navigate. There are no rapids or waterfalls on its way, so it is very easy to navigate in this region. So these are the two reasons why you can say that the northern rivers are more suitable than the peninsular rivers for navigation. Okay, now with this we come to the end of this session, and if you come across any other question, you are free to ask, and please complete this assignment because it is very important. When you complete, you know all the answers, you have mastered the topic, you know your topic very well. So make sure that you worked out all these questions. The more you work out, the more you master the topic. So stay well, stay at home. All the best. Thank you.